welcome back to another, what did I call this? Let's play our playthrough. Actually, kind of has to be let's play it. Alright, but anyway, so yeah, welcome back to another episode of the walkthroughs. Let's play of Starlight Drifter, Steam Early Access. I'm Dishwine. We're playing Starlight Drifter again. Well, let's continue, because you guys actually like the series. I figured as much when I rename the series into a Let's Play, or playthrough, whatever I called it. You can see the title. I will have to rechange it if something happens, but I'm pretty sure I'd call it a Let's Play. That is most logical. Because I do have solid definitions on gameplay, playthrough, Let's Play, walkthrough, long play, and that's about it. I do have solid definitions, which I guess I gotta make a video talking about my definitions of those, because a lot of people just do whatever. They call, if they have a series, or if they just have a video, they use whatever. I prefer I like having I like having a standard. I like having a definition to them. Which there was people were using the definition. People were making the videos like definitions a while ago. Where are we? Oh, we're back at the we're back at the facility or station. But yeah, but nowadays people just call their videos whatever. They even use multiple terms. So yeah, but quick terminology is Let's Plays are basically open-ended series that are more or less self-contained episodes, but not really. Playthroughs are not self-contained episodes. They definitely carry on one to the next, and they have a definite end. Walkthroughs are heavily edited, or at the very least, they cut to the chase. Unlike a playthrough, which is unlike a playthrough, which is could be blind, could be anything. A walkthrough needs to be researched, or at least someone knows what they're doing. A long play is just I just call an archaic term that is interchangeable. That's like a playthrough, I guess. And then gameplay videos is any videos that more or less are all videos that involve a video game is gameplay. However, a gameplay video per se, to me anyway, is an individual, it is like an individual video, a standalone video. Some people use the term one shot. That also is the case, but gameplay videos could be in the series, or just could be they could be gameplay video 1, 2, 3, 4. However, a one shot can only be done once. But anyway, so Alicia, MC. I wish Miko had stayed with us. It's got to be lonely out there. Yeah. Especially since she is new to this time. They sure we're not talking about you? Alicia, I missed my grandfather bad, but this is the first time in a long time I've ever been away from him, but... dot dot. Okay, that was weird. If you don't know, that noise was the disconnect connect noise that Windows has, at least Windows 7 anyway. Oh, wait, she's got this strange look in her eyes, dot dot. Alicia, I mean, dot dot, at least I got family and things from growing up back home, but she's got nothing. Even home's gone. Yeah, dearly. You might remember what we. You, you might remember that we did extend an offer to her to stay. That's fine, but an offer for her to stay. Offer to her to stay. To her to stay is implying that we gave an offer to her. To stay with us. For her would be we give an offer for her to stay with us. Those are correct. Just one sounds better. As you know my you know you know how much I know of the English language, which is nothing. But anyway, Alicia, sure and I really wish that she had. I do everything I can to make her feel welcome. Yeah. Alicia, plus I think she could tell me more about this old ship than she let on. Yeah, I mean, we don't understand it. Well, I mean, don't even know how long it's been since the ship was made. Don't know how long it's been since the fall of the IER. But yeah, an officer should know something about their ship. Unless, of course, they were a Marine, a land trooper that was stationed on the ship. Then they would know nothing about the ship. They would know something about the technology, maybe, having seen it and heard of it. Um, but if basically if an officer on the if they're an officer in the ship or in the Navy, they should know something about it. Unless, of course, they were in a desk job and never saw water before. But then again, and she could have been Marine, which would have been bad. But she could use a gun, and gun is what we need in case we don't like that guy, which we may not. By the way, Rena or Rena, Rena, something like that. Hey, Captain Idiot, you're not gonna believe who's walking up to us on the docks. Oh, is it her? Looking like she's ready to report for duty. Tell her? Want to tell that we're not hiring? Who is it? Dearly. I'll handle it, Rena. Coordinate with Alicia to make sure we're ready to take off once I'm done. Rena. Yeah, that. I guess it's my turn to go on babysitting duty. Alicia. Hey, Rena. I'll make sure the perv's on the bridge by the time you're done talking with Miss Frigidaire. Hang over and no hanger bridge out. Alright, Alicia. Do you think that Miko can dash just question mark? Dearly. I want to hear what she has to say before I commit to anything, Alicia. So finish repairs and top off our fuel while I'll go find out. The question is what did she find what she's looking for and she did they allow her? Alicia, you got it. Dearly. Lieutenant dot dot. Miko, Captain dot dot, are you done with your business on this station? Indeed. Dearly. Yes, we cashed in our minerals about half an hour ago. We're just waiting to be refueled. Minko. Then I would like to respectfully take you up on your offer of being part of the crew of the Starlight. All right, thank you. Dearly. I have to admit, this was quite the 180 from what you said when you first woke up. Miko. Please, Captain, tell me that is the offer still open? I wonder if we get a choice. We do get a choice. I'm gonna have to do the save and hit not sure. Cause why not? But now welcome aboard. Oh well, like I should do my normal thing when I have options. Okay, we got two options: welcome aboard or I'm not sure. Oh look, I'm not sure option actually fits in the bubble. That's novel. All right, so yeah, welcome aboard, darling. Certainly, Lieutenant. I'll be honored to have you part of my crew. Indeed. So will I. Miko. Please, just make it Miko from now on. My rank died with IR as far as I'm concerned. This is true. Dearly. So, are you able to do anything with our equipment that would help us out? And I know this. Tell the, when they do most people have a space after the Actually, I think that's gonna collect too. But anyway, so like it should be so space R. However, they do they do they do word no space no space word, which is interesting. I mean, another thing that people do is space before the and then space after. All right, sorry about that. All right, Miko, I was trained as a comm officer. Judging from what little I saw of your ship, I imagine the communication systems are very similar to what I'm used to. Ah, you're comm officer. Gonna need one. And also, you're not a technical officer or a marine, so yeah. Comm officers, but they know much about the ship? I would say not. Um, Engineers definitely would. Captains definitely would. Helm, probably not. Tactical would know about the weapons. Of course, they changed their roles, or they were enlisted before they became an officer. Which could have changed things. Like, yeah, could change things. By the way, Durley. Well, given that Rena was complaining about how she wasn't a comm officer, yeah. Miko, who's Rena? The forearm purple one. Dearly. Oh, that was my foreign pilot who broke the bad news to you about what happened to the the IER. She take some getting used to. Yeah, Nico. I think that I might find it easier to get adjusted to then. Oh wait, okay. I think that makes sense. Let's try again. I think that I might find that easier to get used to than the rest of the century. The rest of the century. Thank you for giving me a home, Captain. Really. Yep, no problem. Dearly. My pleasure. Liu Dada Mako, welcome to the crew. Alicia, Captain, when you have a minute, Dada, there's something I gotta tell you. Oh yes, before it explodes, which I don't think it will, you? Yes, one page of saving, and that one page is only 6 save slots. There needs to be at least 10 of these things. 5 at bare minimum, 10 at next to minimum, and then, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Uh, understandable. And then infinity at, yes, please. Wait. Dearly, why not just tell me here, Alicia? Alicia, please, Dada, please, Dada. Oh, it's just so much easier if you come on down to see yourself. Okay, please. Fine, okay, I can do it. I have to walk. We don't know how big the ship is, and we don't know where we are in relations to the ship. Actually, judging by this image we see in the background, I believe we are in the bridge. Unless of course it's just flavor, and we're still outside of the ship talking to Mako or Minko. By the way, dearly, Alicia, I'll be down in just a few minutes. Alicia, bring Minko. Minko? Maybe Minko. Bring Minko with you. She'll want to see this. Alright. Dearly, copy that. Bridge out. Yeah, we were on the bridge. Mina. And just what has the little girl. Because the little girl is so excited all of a sudden? Oh, I missed that. And just what has get the little girl excited for all of a sudden? Don't know why I keep missing words. Minko. It has something to do with the ship engineers only get excited when they find some tech that's neat. Or scientists. Depends. Wait, let's make a joke. Yeah, an engineer will find it interesting and want to tear it apart, and want to use it and maybe tear it apart, or would want to study it, and look at it, and maybe poke it a little bit, but mostly study it. By the way, Rena. Well, Dada, if you want to go check it out, I'm sure that we avoid hitting any space stations. I'll make. Oh, wait, let's try again. I'll make sure that we avoid hitting any space stations while you're gone. Yeah, that would be appreciated. Also, another reason why Dearly is Dearly and not me is because one, I don't have red hair, aside from 3 strands on my mustache, and two, I don't have green eyes. My eyes are very, very dark blue, and also I don't have a goatee. Dearly's you should have goatees. And well, I have goatees if I'd be lazy to say shave, but I prefer clean shaven with mustache. Anyway, Russell, and I'll make sure that that ravishing here doesn't lack for company. Dot dot. Dearly, I'm not so sure Rena would appreciate that. Rena, no need to worry about me, Captain. You'll notice I'm better armed than this perv. Huh. Indeed, you have 2 extra arms. Minko, that was such a bad pun. Dot dot. Dearly, consider it initiative to go ahead and leave. And consider it incentive to go ahead and leave now. Yeah. I'll show Captain Minko that I'm so glad you both came. Minko, whoa! Not that I don't appreciate getting a warm reception, Alicia, but I have to admit that I'm not used to someone that hugging me this enthusiastically. Alicia, oh, I'm sorry, Minko. I'm just so excited I could burst. They're like, well, before you do, want to share what you found? Alicia, absolutely. Now, from talking with Minko here, I can tell you that even by I want to say IRE, and I have been saying IRE. It's EI. It's not EIR. Not EIR. IER. Yeah, then there are reasons why I get sometimes pronounce something instead of trying to spell it. I mean, if you know this, the other time I try to spell something, I usually fail really, really, really hard when talking. By the way, the Starlight is a very special ship. Yeah, I guess it was a prototype. Nearly. In what way? Rinko. Most operating systems are what I worked on, what I worked with on a day-to-day basis, Captain. However, yeah, this must have been the precursor to it, or chips just said that for standard forever. Alicia. There are whole operating systems throughout the ship that I have no idea how to even turn on yet, let alone operate. Or let alone, I'm sorry, accent got in the way. Darling. Systems you never saw in course of your duties, Minko? Well, yeah, that's a good question. Minko. The sort of things that Alicia and I have been looking at, that I would remember them on sight if I seen them before, trust me. Yeah, it's definitely a prototype ship. The most advanced ship in the fleet. Probably remain the most advanced ship in the fleet, just hidden for all time. Alicia. But I did just figure out this one system down here is in engineering. I mean, I never even thought that that this existed outside some sort well, I'm thinking some sort of fiction. No, some of the fiction that had Pluto Station every once in a while. They're like, slow down, Alicia. What's the system we're looking at? Alicia, a quantum drive. That means it's very fast, right? Quantum drives, at least in Star Trek, mean they go Mach 10. They go, not Mach 10. They go past Mach 10. No, they go warp 10. Most ships go warp 8 tops. Most ships before that went warp 6 tops. Um, yeah, quantum drive could mean one of two things. We either go really, really fast, or it's very, very efficient and lasts forever. Oh wait, how'd you miss quantum drive? They're like, I'm not offense either of you, but as I'm the furthest thing from a technical person that I know, man, this Durley. He breaks all the Durley archetypes. Because Durleys are usually engineers and pilots. Although Durley's not usually a captain or a commander, this guy is. Durleys are all aircraft, I got to admit, this guy is crafty. By the way, Alicia. I'm gonna sound like Dr. Direct with my rambling. That just doesn't really ramble, at least we haven't heard about him yet. Minko, simply put, Captain, this drive, if we can get operational, it will allow the ship travel between systems data without jump gates. Oh snap! It's an FTL drive. I assumed they were using warp drives or something similar to that effect. I didn't know they were using jump gates. Basically, jump gates are big gates in space that connect one area to another with a tunnel through space. Basically imagine man-made or whatever made wormholes. Um, and then you got slipstream drive, which is used in Halo, um, which make the wormholes, and you don't need a special device to keep it open. And they will go where away after you're done using it. And then there's warp drives, which mess with space a little bit. Basically, make it warp. Basically, make it change so it dips down in front of you and goes ahead like this behind you, like a big wave. that fulfills you. And then there's faster. Those are from Star Trek. Then you got faster than light drives, which are your sci-fi staple, which have no real operating system and just work kind of like warp drives, but they did their own thing. This is what you find in Star Wars. So yeah, I mean, if we had to use warp jump gates and we can just warp or wormhole drive, as I call these subspace drives, this is gonna be interesting. Alicia, not only that, but the drive will allow the Starlight to reach our destination 25% faster than going through a jump gate. Oh wow. Dearly. Look, I don't know much about physics and all this, but how's that even possible? I just told you. Dearly, you got to listen to the player. You gotta listen to the dead, Dearly. Oh, by the way, Alicia, just trust me, Captain. It's very possible only Dearly, we're missing a few parts that will make the drive work. Alicia, how did you guess? Or how did you guess? I'm pretty sure she will say, "How would you guess?" Or yeah, how did you guess? Instead more depressed, how did you guess this time? Come on. Or yeah, I think Shelly should be more like, how would you guess? By the way, thoroughly. Let's just say that I'm amazed more parts were missing from this ship, Alicia, and leave it at that. Oh yes, remember Durley was the one that found the thing, salvaged the thing, got it kind of working. Uh, so yeah, and he is what a scavenger or salvager or something like that. I mean, obviously name of the game Drifter. Minko. The good news is all these parts are relatively easy to make, provided that we have the proper raw materials to manufacture. Oh great, we got lots of asteroids outside. And a broken planet. If we can go there and mine stuff, which I don't think they will allow us to. Don't think we want to either. Dearly, how much trouble will that be? Question mark. Alicia, 3 Mars solar hours tops to make the parts. Okay, fine. Oh, let's get the Wii U out. I'm going to look up a Martian day. I was going to do that. I was going to do that off camera. Actually, I was going to do that earlier, but I kind of forgot to. Um, find Wikipedia and see what the Martian day is compared to ours. Mars. No, not yeah. There goes. Look in the sidebar. Okay, a year on Mars is actually about 2 years. Um, no. I'm looking up here, I guess. Oh, average overall speed. That doesn't help. I mean, it does help if you know what 20. If you know one relation to overall speed. Oh, I mean that's overall speed. Yeah, it's speed on how much it moves around the sun, right? That is a Martian day. I mean, I know what Martian day is. How long does it last? Google. Oh, it's only it's only 40 more minutes longer than Earth. Okay, okay. That's fine. I mean, they are Mars is just a tiny bit smaller than Earth, which shit does not matter. What matters is how much it spins by, which can be caused by whole little factors like a gigantic big thing hitting you, like whatever a Martian-sized thing that hurt Earth and created the moon. That actually caused Earth to spin as fast as it does now. So yeah, it's actually one no. No, actually, it's. I wonder what do you mean? Do you mean 24 hours? Well, I mean, it says a day, 40 minutes. Either that means it's one day, 40 minutes, or is it just 40 minutes more longer than Earth? Okay. But anyway, 3 more solar hours. So, very similar to us. Tops to make the parts. Alright, early. Why do the feeling that there's some bad news they haven't told me yet? Yeah, what's the trick? Minko. We have proper quantities of titanium, palladium, and, strontium to make the drive work. Alicia, I thought maybe we'd be able to get what we needed from the Earth asteroid field. But, dot, dot. What's the issue? Do they not want you to use the money anymore? Minko, I checked at the Habitat station, dot, dot. There isn't enough of those elements in the rocks around Earth for what we need. Fantastic. So, go to the asteroid field then. If we can't find stuff at the asteroid field, we can always go to the hyperfield. That'll take forever. Being that, he has a small problem, I mean, there's three types, I want to say three types of asteroid common fields around in our solar system. There's the asteroid field between Mars and Jupiter. There's one slightly outside, which is all a bunch of comets, and then there's one a light year away, which is a bunch of comets. Or at least I know for a fact there's the one light year away, and and it's a bunch of comets, but I'm not quite sure the one in between is actually real. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it is, but could be wrong. Isn't that fantastic? Really? I mean, we can always, though we can't buy them. We don't have enough money. But we can always go somewhere that does have them. Really. So we can get our hands on enough of what we need. Minko, actually, according to Anderson, we can. It's just. Alicia, we have to go to asteroid belt just past Mars. Oh, the main one. All right, yeah, that's not too bad. But do we have supplies and do we have supplies to do it? Actually, how long will it take? And then tell me. And then do we have supplies to do it? Dearly, say that again. Minka, I know that even my time as a stretch, that stretch of the solar system was infamous as a ship killer. I mean, in real life, the asteroids are actually very spaced out, very spaced apart. Um, but they could be talking about other things, not just the rocks. Dearly. Unless, of course, they got more cluttered, or unless, of course, the Starlight's very big. But we haven't seen the Starlight from the outside yet, I think. So yeah. They're like, trust me when I say things haven't improved that much. Sigh, there's no other way. We go none, We either go there for what we need, or we forget about ever using the device, or the drive. Or we can just do some job and buy the materials elsewhere. Alicia. Still, it is a good thing that Anderson knew just which asteroids had elements we needed, right? Yeah. Also, it's interesting that even though we talked about the drive and having this, I mean, we should be just seeing the plain background for two reasons. One, we just entered the room, and two, they were talking about the drive, this thing, or something, or it's down there somewhere. Um, but we don't see the characters in the foreground, which is odd. Um, I mean, they don't, even if they're not doing any sort of even if they're not showing an emotion, just sitting there, it's better to see them on screen than just have or just have the main character just stand at the bottom, or they could just have the other characters be down at the bottom as well, and have them in the foreground or switch in between the two. By the way, Darling, see Darling, knowing it's one thing, Alicia. Getting to it is going to be the trick. I'll go tell Rena the good news. She's a good enough pilot, hopefully. Alicia, you don't think she'll be too mad, will she? What would she be? It'd be a challenge. Really. Rena's official, Alicia, she'll understand. Unless the story belt's really, really that bad. Yeah, so I guess these are the, back. But they gotta say, beat the game in 45 minutes, or not 45 minutes. Yes, 45 minutes. I got that right. You know, the only way you're gonna be able to do that is just skip all the dialogue. I mean, if you take time and read it, of course, if I wasn't reading it out loud, I'll go by even faster, because I snap read it, basically. Line of text, look at it, next, and then read it in my head. That's how I do visual novels off camera, is I basically look at the text, and then read it in my head. I mean, I basically look at the text, go to the next one, and read it in my head, and go, because I got a very good, snapshot memory, or not snapshot memory, photo memory, something like that. Well, I'll tell you, when they said music went away, they were right. I mean, there's 20 tracks in the game. I mean, at least from their sound, at least from the soundtrack you can get, which I haven't got yet. But anyway, we did save. But yeah, I mean, we've been playing it for again, I guess more than 2 hours now, 2 hours and a half, and I guess when we get the drive up and running, it'll go in sandbox mode. But, you know, that could be easy as going to the asteroid belt, going to the asteroid belt, and, you know, going to the asteroid belt, and clicking to some dialogue, and then we're free. Or it could be as long as as a story arc. Like, we go to the asteroid field, stuff happens, and then we go somewhere else, stuff happens, and then we finally decide, you know what, let's explore the galaxy. So yeah. Oh, and I figured out why they might have a Patreon. If I can remember what I thought about it. Yeah, I think they have a Patreon because A.G. Till is, I'm still going to call the thing. But D. Harker, is it called that now? Yes, it is. But yeah, D. Harker, I don't think they have a publisher. Actually, let me go check. Let me go check see if this game was published by anyone. I don't think it was. So they might need a Patreon to keep bursting out these games like this. I mean, they're all paid for. I think so. I don't think none of them are free. Yeah, none of them are free. I really think about it, none of them are free. So, or at least none that are on Steam are free anyway. So yeah, so that might be the reason why they have it, because they can just use a Patreon to get do a publisher. I might need to look at their Patreon, see what they got, see what the tiers are. I mean, at the very least, they could give you betas, or something. I'll have to check. Yeah, they do not have a publisher, which is interesting. It's probably the reason why. It's probably the reason why they have a Patreon, which I'm gonna look at the Patreon right now. I'm not used to looking at Patreon, so give me a second. I'd say Patreon works on the Wii U. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking this game so far. I mean, it's a better, is it better deal than, Nico Tokyo? I mean, Nico Tokyo, it's like $1 an hour? Whereas this is an open world game for like $14? I gotta see what the price was, I do apologize. Yeah, $16.99 full price I got for 14, or just under 14 US dollars. Yeah. I mean, we got how many hours in the game so far? 2.5, and we're not done yet. And there's still the open world aspect that while it's not done, can still provide entertainment. But what in the world is Kickstarter about? What in the world is our Kickstarter about? I'm not used to looking at Kickstarter. Okay, the only reward tier they have is the $10 reward tier, where they show everything they post, which is some interesting things. When I say interesting, I mean really see it's anything about their games. But anyway, I mean remember, Starlight Drifter is the less extreme of all of them, and the Neko Tokyo is the medium extreme. And then every one of other of those games are definitely capping. Definitely have 18 plus rating parts, or 18 plus rating stuff on Steam. So yeah, and you know, if you don't like seeing that stuff, don't go on the Patreon because it's on the Patreon, alright. By the way, see working in progress images, we see digital markers, whatever that means, and Steam keys for the 5 games on release. Okay, what are those 5 games? The ones that are currently in development. It's not bad. Not a bad deal. Actually, I should have read why they have a Patreon, which they probably would say why they have a Patreon. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it right now, actually. I was gonna say I'm gonna do that in the next video, which I'm gonna record after this, but anyway. But why? I was asking, why in the world did they have a Patreon? Okay, this is what they basically the description of the company. And then what they say after that is, this campaign is there to create bonus content for the following games we have in development for release. The extra content we create could appear in many forms, for example, bonus soundtracks, songs, voice acting, and even animation. Below is an example of how animated, well, I'll leave that to your imagination. Basically, very racy anime, yes. So yeah, that is why. It's basically for extras, like, voice acting would be nice. So, I mean, the Patreon's fine, it's not that bad. Although, this is the only paid for visual novel series that I know as a Patreon. I mean, the only other visual novels I know have Patreons are ones that are free to play, or 100% free games. So yeah, but anyway, that's it. That made it for this video. Thanks for watching. I do hope you should guys and girls watching this video means a lot to me, or this episode means a lot to me. Also means a lot to me to leave comments or suggestions for the series, like what what I shoot next or an episode I'll play. So I Drifter, see you next in general. Notifications comes up for the preview of the general. And the reason why I call this a let's play is because, for one, it's early access, which means the game's not finished yet. If the game was finished, I'll play through most likely. And just replay it. No, probably not. Basically, I call this a let's play so I can always come back to it and add more videos on it, like very similar to my Void Expanse series, which after released, kind of stopped playing it. But other games as well. But anyway, so yep, that'll be it for this video, and I guess see you in a second.